Hello and welcome. In this video, you will learn the guiding principles to support youth with disabilities in their employment. These principles are part of the BC Employment Strategy for Youth with Disabilities project. My name is Sarah Grindley, and I am part of the Provincial Employment Strategy project team. I will be guiding you through this video. Before introducing the guiding principles, I'd like to discuss why we're developing this employment strategy. Youth with disabilities face barriers to employment. To complicate matters, it's hard for these youth to access appropriate employment support. Most programs cater to adults who have different needs. There are programs for youth with disabilities, but they are hard to find, and the support that's available isn't consistent across BC. It is hard for youth to find the help they need to pursue work. There is an opportunity to improve employment support for youth with disabilities in BC. A provincial approach will help grow existing youth programs and fill service gaps. This will create a more integrated employment support system for youth with disabilities. The Ministry of Social Development and Poverty Reduction has given CanAssist funding to develop this provincial approach. It will be called the BC Employment Strategy for Youth with Disabilities, or ESYD. To build this strategy, our project team is working with a network of professionals. Together, we are exploring the current support landscape from the perspective of youth, caregivers, service providers, and employers. Through our research, we learned that youth with disabilities have unique support needs. This helped us define a set of principles for supporting youth with disabilities in their employment. The intention of these principles is to help the service providers meet the needs of their young clients. Now, let's review these principles. There are 5 guiding principles. 1. Address youth clients separate from adults. 2. Address intersecting barriers that impact youth in their employment. 3. Provide individualized support that meets the unique strengths and needs of each youth. 4. Support the mental wellness of youth. And 5. Emphasize professional development and career growth. Let's have a closer look at each principle. Guiding principle number 1. Address youth clients separate from adults. As young people complete high school or post-secondary, they face many new expectations about their future. This is a dynamic transition with changing environments, relationships, and priorities. With all these changes, youth can feel like they're being pulled in many directions. Youth with disabilities face these changes while dealing with the added pressure of barriers. Service providers need to support and respond to all the change and learning that takes place during this transition. Guiding principle number 2. Address intersecting barriers that impact youth in their employment. Intersecting barriers impact the employment journey. For example, a young woman who has a disability and is queer may experience a complex mix of barriers. These intersecting barriers can impede progress at every stage of the employment journey. Employment programs should create space for youth with disabilities to explore their full identity. Support should address any intersecting barriers that complicate their employment journey. Guiding principle number 3. Provide individualized support that meets the unique strengths and needs of each youth. Each young person is at a different stage in their employment journey. Some have a clear idea of what their employment goals are, while others may not be ready to consider employment as an option. Some are ready to work, while others are looking to grow in their careers and engage in professional development. Employment support needs to be available to youth at any stage, and regardless of where youth is at in their employment journey, their strengths should be central in guiding all support. Guiding principle number 4. Support the mental wellness of youth. Youth with disabilities are facing crucial life transitions during provincial and global crises. On top of experiencing barriers, their defining years take place during a time of unprecedented change with many unknowns. This has a profound impact on mental health. Employment programs need to recognize this impact. They must commit to supporting the mental wellness of their young clients. Guiding principle number 5. Emphasize professional development and career growth. Youth with disabilities have much to offer. Their strengths, skills, and potential should be nurtured at every stage of their employment journey. Employment support needs to be available on a long-term, ongoing basis. This allows youth to access the support they need throughout their journey. We have translated these principles into a best practice checklist. This tool will help service providers meet the unique needs of their youth clients. This tool is not yet complete. We need your help to finish it. A copy of the current draft is available for review. We are inviting your feedback on the practices listed under each guiding principle. These practices should represent real-life examples of the principles in action. We look forward to hearing your feedback and suggestions. There is a link in the draft best practice checklist. Follow the link to share your input. Thank you for taking the time to learn about our project and the guiding principles.